Naira, the Folly of Nagakhêdi.
Tier 2 walkthrough.
For this boss, we use one tank. We prefer a Guardian because they offer a lot of interrupts, which are nice to have for the Cascading Bloom. Everyone groups up tight behind the boss, while the tank faces the boss away from the group to avoid any frontal damage. The boss should be fully debuffed at around 8 seconds, and that's when we throw on the Oathbreaker and nuke him hard. There are 3 mechanics you'll frequently have to deal with. Firstly, there is the Cascading Bloom. This mushroom is on an infinite yellow induction loop. Every time it finishes its induction, everyone takes damage, hence why we use the Guardian to easily interrupt some of the casts and lower the damage taken. The boss will pick someone in the group at random. After 5 seconds, this person will drop a Cascading Bloom where they stand. The player will know they are about to drop the mushroom because of the effect applied to them. The effect is also called Cascading Bloom. We make sure to drop the Cascading Bloom on the side of the boss every time. It will become very chaotic if they are spawned in random locations, so be intentional in your placement. The tank will get an effect called Unstable. At this point, the tank should walk to the Cascading Bloom, as the boss will perform the Avalanche attack on them after a while, which then destroys the Cascading Blooms. Make sure to stack the Cascading Blooms in the same place if there are already others in the room. Secondly, another type of mushroom will spawn. This one is called Blighted Bloom. This mushroom you will either have to kill, or like in our case, debuff them, and alternate using Runekeeper Bubble and the Bear's Piercing Roar. This mushroom should not be dropped on the Cascading Mushroom, because it makes it harder for the healers to see when to use their cooldowns, and the debuffers to debuff. The defensive cooldown should be used when the Blighted Bloom is about to finish its gray induction. Once the induction finishes, everyone takes a lot of damage, hence why it should be either killed or debuffed. It's a good idea to call out that a Blighted Bloom has spawned, making the debuffers aware they have to debuff it. It's mostly irrelevant where you spawn this mushroom. We spawn it slightly to one side of the group, making it very easy to see when the gray induction is about to finish. The boss will not destroy this mushroom with his special attack on the tank. A quick recap. Spawn the Cascading Bloom close to the boss on one of his sides. Use the same side for consistency. When someone else are about to drop a new Cascading Bloom, make sure they walk to the already spawned mushroom and drop it in the same place. When you have stacked 2 mushrooms in one place, the tank should rotate to stand right on top of them. The group rotates as well to stay behind the boss. The Guardian works hard on interrupting the yellow inductions from the Cascading Bloom until they are destroyed by the boss. Thirdly, every once in a while, someone will get the effect Upheaval. This effect spawns a puddle which knocks down everyone inside of it. After 8 seconds the puddle spawns, we usually greed a bit so we can keep hitting the boss, and don't step away from the group until the last few seconds before it drops. The puddle only lasts for 5 seconds, making it mostly irrelevant where you spawn it. The boss has a Tank Buster debuff that goes from Tier 1 to Tier 3. At Tier 3, the tank has minus 40% physical mitigation and minus 20% tactical mitigation. Make sure the tank uses cooldowns when he's on a high tier. The effect is called Smashed Armor. The last thing to watch out for is the Enraging Spores effect that the boss applies to himself. This effect makes him do more damage and also take less damage. Luckily, you can remove it by dragging the boss into one of the 6 big puddles that are automatically spawned based on combat time. If your DPS is low, eventually the whole room will be filled up by this puddle called Agitated Spores. Quickly dragging the boss into this puddle will remove his buff. This effect coincides with new Agitated Spores spawn, meaning every time a new puddle spawns, the boss should be dragged into that same new puddle and out again. You cannot remove the effect by dragging the boss into an old puddle. It has to be the newly spawned one. You get a 5 seconds warning for when this is about to happen. The boss will cast an effect on himself called Inflicted by Enraging Spores. If you notice this effect on him, you can already drag the boss into the Agitated Spores puddle to avoid the Enraging Spores effect altogether. Best of luck to you and your group.